From the 613 mitzvos that we are privileged to have, there are 6 that stand out from the rest. The vast majority are contingent on time or specific circumstances. However, these 6 have a unique quality. They are constant. There is no outside factor giving rise to their obligation. They are upon us always. When we're awake, asleep, eating, playing ball, working, or driving carpool, these 6 principles of God awareness apply. How is this possible? I can barely remember the 6 items I have to buy at the supermarket. Am I really going to remember 6 constant godly principles? Let me tell you a story. I remember when I first learned how to drive, I was so excited. Driving a car is a teenager's dream, and I couldn't wait to start. At that first lesson, the instructor showed us how everything worked. Blinkers, mirrors, gears, lights on the dashboard, checking signs, and traffic lights. There was so much going on. How was I going to remember everything? When it was my turn to drive the first time, I made everyone in the car be silent so that I could make sure I balanced everything. But something amazing happened. A few weeks after I got my license, I got the hang of it. And in no time, I was driving, playing with the radio, drinking a cup of coffee, and talking on the phone at the same time. With the hands-free device, of course. How'd that happen? I'd like to discuss the concept of awareness. There are things that we learn in life that after time, we shift into our subconscious and condition ourselves to be always aware of. By driving enough times, I became aware of whether or not I was in park, drive, or reverse. I instinctively stopped at red and drove at green. I was able to steer the wheel and talk at the same time. I didn't need to consciously remember anything. Let's take another example, day and night. When we're first born, we don't know the difference, but we quickly learn that mommy and daddy act differently in the middle of each. As we get older and start to interact with the world, we understand that nighttime is to sleep and daytime is to play. No one should ever have to remind an adult of the difference between calling someone at 3 a.m. and 3 p.m. We are constantly aware of day and night without having to actually remember it. And this applies to so many things in our lives. First we learn something, then we apply it, then we live with it constantly. There are 6 mitzvos that we incorporate into our lives as the building blocks of a relationship with God. They aren't actions, there aren't things to consciously remember. These are principles of awareness. They create our God consciousness. These 6 principles form the bedrock of everything else that we do. First we have to learn them, then we have to apply them, so that we can live with them constantly.